Alright, so this is a deck we've played a number of times in the past, and I always like to prefix this deck tech with this deck always feels more competitive than the convoluted combo I am about to describe sounds. So, this is a combo control deck, and to start with the control aspect, we just have, you know, Divine Purges to keep the board in check. We've got things like Ruinous Blast to sweep things out. We've got Callous Dismissal to tempo things back to hand. And then the combo part has a lot going on. So the combo is based around the fact that Vadrok here says when this creature mutates, you may cast a non-creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. And most notably, on the templating of this card, it doesn't exile the card you're recasting after it casts it. So what this allows us to do is with 2 copies of Vadrok, a Chance for Glory, and a Callous Dismissal in our graveyard, what you do is you mutate second Vadrok onto the first one, cast Chance for Glory, take an extra turn, Callous Dismissal, bounce both the Vadroks back to your hand, and then amass a zombie token. While you do this, you also have a Gideon of the Trials in play with its emblem that says, if you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. So this means Chance for Glory is just a 3 mana extra turn spell. So you start your extra turn with your zombie token and your Chance for Glory and Callous Dismissal in the graveyard. Then you mutate a Vadrok onto the zombie token, cast Chance for Glory, take a turn. Then you start that next turn, you can put Vadrok onto Vadrok again, you take a turn, you Callous Dismissal both the Vadroks back to your hand, and you repeat this loop, taking as many turns as you need to eventually win the game. Usually, you just kill them with your 3/3 Vadrok or whatever, but if they have blockers or something, you eventually like hit Divine Purge or Ruinous Blast or something to clean things out. Now, the thing that's always ended up impressing me with this deck is its ability with cards like Narset and Search for Glory to find its combo pieces. And Search for Glory is a card that always ends up being pretty reasonable here, because what you'll often end up doing is you'll Search for Glory, find Vadrok, and then you'll Vadrok flash back, Search for Glory, find another combo piece. Vadrok also notably says non-creature card as a recast, so Vadrok, in addition to flashing back these instants and sorceries, it can also put Gideon back into play, it can put Narset back into play, etc. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how it goes. Yes, alchemy cards are legal and historic. Don't think of them so much as alchemy cards. Think of them as digital only cards, and historic and alchemy are digital only Magic formats. So 37 months, Great Bone Daddy. I'm gonna play this tapped on 1. It's new and I'm scared. Plead, Mr. Streamer, tell me how I feel about it. I think so. I need to. You're someone that's been around for a little bit, Mars, so you've probably heard me talk about it before. But like, alchemy and digital only cards are something I've been asking for in Magic for like since before Magic Arena existed. I think it's great, and I'm excited that Magic is finally pushed out of the Stone Age. And the great thing for all the Magic boomers out there is if you don't like the digital-only stuff, you can still play Standard and Draft just like you would in paper Magic formats on Magic Arena. If digital-only formats aren't for you, that's okay. Just play the paper formats. Oh, I thought they were a control deck. They've got some kind of token thing going on here. Something that is incredibly funny to me is that it makes me laugh that a lot of the same people that said it would be confusing, they could be creativity. A lot of the same people that said it would be confusing to have it would be confusing to have rebalance cards on Arena are a lot of the same people that are like, I wish we had both versions legal in Historic. Which makes me chuckle. Oh, I shouldn't have discarded the search. I forgot Narset was in there.
My prowess is unmatched. Keep an open mind.
Yeah, I haven't played against creativity for a little bit. That's 100% what they are, though. Chat is correct. We're actually getting relatively close to combo killing them here, huh? We have Chance. We have set 2 Rodans. This is a Gideon if you squint. Future Sight Gardevoir is so good. It's so good. Nice, nailed it. Okay, so we get to go ahead and impulse. So I just need a bounce spell and then we combo them. This is a redraw towards that. Yeah, they bottomed a card and then Narset denied their draw. Okay. Yeah, we knew they had Pact of Negation, right? Because they kept getting priority earlier. So 23 months, just I agree. I don't remember Gardevoir being printed in Future Sight.
Gods of this world are you cannot win.
Lose the game? No, I don't think I will. And now we search for glory. We grab another Rodan. We go ahead and we mutate Rodan onto Rodan. We flash back an extra turn spell plus a Narset.
I have practiced against many.
Take an extra turn. And now I get 9 looks at our bounce spell to full combo them here.
Meditate and prepare.
I love it when this deck really gets to pop off in the first game after I explain it's not as convoluted as I explained initially. And if we brick on the bounce spell, we could also just find another turn spell. So we have, there's a turn spell, yep.
I have just the trick.
And there's a Narset for more redraws.
I know 88 ways to defeat you.
3 mana extra turn, chat goes a long way. And Viction, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Yeah, our odds of comboing from the position we were in were just like astronomically high. Our deck is actually low-key kind of great against their combo rate. We've got like Callous Dismissal, and now Teferi time Raveler to bounce their tokens. Conquer's Death can exile it. We got a lot of those angles covered. Yeah, that's true. The All Access event is running on. Is the All Access Historic event still going today? Yeah, Alchemist Gambit is not very good. Psychic with Future Sight on Gardevoir. Oh, that reminds me. Do I have a... Don't have a Gardevoir command. Let's create one. The guard highlight is really good today if you enjoy Pokemon Unite. How's it going, and welcome back to the Pokemon. Apologies if you just heard Jeff on Echo. You did. I'm gonna fix that. Or normally I have it so my what's it called? You can't hear my browser stuff, so if I need to check a video or something while I'm streaming, you just don't hear it. Like our opponent's just taking infinite to sideboard. That's great. Just have no idea what happened to them. Flopping around. The expressive iteration not fit in this deck. No, it's just worse than our other card selection options. I think it's worse than Narset and Search for Azcanta. Also, fun fact, chat, when you have a Gideon and an emblem out, you can Pact of Negation them and then just not pay for it. Oh, I don't have a second blue in this hand. Maybe this was a mulligan. So at 13 months, one man cold, welcome back. I don't know, chat. Should my deck that combo kills by flashing back? Oh, you're saying does Graph, like, with the opponent playing it against us? Yeah, Grafdigger's Cage and Rest in Peace can be annoying, but one of our another reason why this deck is good is one of our combo cards is a bounce spell. So when your opponent plays a hate card like Grafdigger's Cage or Rest in Peace, you have 4 main deck answers to it. Yeah, Pokemon is playable on blue stacks. For sure. Lose the game? No, I don't think I will. This is something you'll see me do pretty aggressively, which is just get these cycles in early so they don't get stranded in my hand. Oh, I shocked in the land because I was originally gonna play Narset. I'm a big stupid is the answer. All right, and now we'll draw an untapped land, we'll Narset into the 3rd chance for glory and just keep killing them.
I train every day. Hone your prowess.
Just a free counter spell, I guess. And this, honestly, this gameplay here is a good example of why this deck is so reasonable. Because, like, we're not even full comboing them, right? But we're super far ahead here. You win a lot of games with this deck just beating people down with Gideons and flashback value. Do 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 pew pew pew. Do 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 pew pew pew. Bye, friends. Do 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 do. Another card that's like consistently funny, surprising in terms of its performance is like Callous Dismissal randomly tempoing people always ends up overperforming in this archetype. One Man Cold, thanks for 13 months, welcome back. Yeah, so this one's hilarious. This is, and like I said, Historic is a very controlling format, and this deck is a combo control deck, so I think it slots into the current format very well. I'm appropriately wearing my Azurius Senators t-shirt while we give people the blue-white beatdowns. No red mana to start here, but we've got plenty of... This is a third land, so we get to cast all these. Plenty of castable spells. There's a lot of factors, Beef. Magic design in general has pushed away from creature decks in a post-fire design world. Alright, chat. Narset's hidden mode in this matchup is pass. For what it's worth. The deck command does it. Oh, them hitting Delirium here is rough.
Such violence is upsetting.
This matchup's probably bad for us.
Defend yourself.
Hey, look, our opponent finally found a good use for Delver of Secrets, enabling Delirium.
Done. How do you feel about a rematch?
Right, Vadrok down to the wall to cast the Narset. So, Arena's a pretty awful application that doesn't let me cheat. So the reason I didn't mutate the Rodan was because Arena makes me play the game by the rules. In paper, you would want to mutate the Rodan every time.
Show me what you can do. Try getting through me.
They get blurry for a while, Seth. Hope you and your family are doing well.
Count on a rematch.
Someone asking about the dominance of control in this format. I think this card does. This card and Archmage's Charm do a big part of, are largely contribute to why the arena and historic metagame are what they are. And thanks for the brand new Prime. This is my full-time gig and I wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you, so thanks for keeping me around. Appreciate it. There's a Twitch staff in chat. Did I miss it? I don't think I saw the staff icon. I think we're dead here without red mana. If we had red mana this game, we might have had a shot, but they're good delirium, good early delirium into us not having red. Definitely a tough nut to crack. Helix and Rip Apart sound good. Divine Purge is actually quite awkward here, huh? Does not hit their birds. I think Birth is probably a little awkward too. Doesn't really do blocking. You basically only keep this in the aggressive creature maps where the matchups where the 0/4 can be okay. Mutating onto it can be okay in other spots, but in general, not amazing. We'll put a Conqueror's Death in. Can exile a bird on occasion. People talking about graveyard hate against us. Not only can we Callous Dismissal graveyard hate, but things like Rip Apart and Portable Hull also deal with Cage and Rest in Peace, which is nice. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Unholy Heat has actually pushed Bolt out of a lot of modern decks. Which is something, if you would have told me there was a card that could do that, you know, a decade ago, I would have called that unthinkable. Heck, even 3 or 4 years ago, I would have called that unthinkable, I think. I'm gonna shock this in to hold up Helix. Gate, rough. Wow, what a just total asshole. I'm not transphobic, but I refuse to call people by their preferred pronouns. No, that's quite literally like the definition of being transphobic, you fucko. There's a quality rant along with the ban from that one in the video from yesterday. Yeah, it was Kurzteg again. Kurzteg showed up to the unban request to double down. But yeah, the unban request also made a comment about it being compared to 1984 or some other bullshit like that. Just like actually wild. It's like when racists quote Martin Luther King Jr. out of context. It's honestly impressive that someone like that managed to be subbed to this channel for almost 2 years. I think we're behind here. What do we think about a YOLO Teferi untap my lands chance for glory? We could just get Spell Pierce? We're gonna get Spell Pierce. Okay. I think we have died, fam. This card's just drawn them like 5 cards at this point. This was really good against us. Like, we boarded in 4 deal 3 pieces of removal, and this card just like shoved us in a trash can. Combined with their counter spells. This is the hardest type of matchup for our deck for sure. Opponent just on really efficient interaction and a reasonable clock. Thanks for the sub, Trainer James. Appreciate the support. This Crackling Drake could end us this turn. This is going up to 5. They need to put 5 more things in their bin. A couple of Surveils, like Consider, Pillar of Flame, and could close the game out here. We're dead to three more 1-mana spells, right? Or not quite. They need a Burn Spell. A Burn Spell or something that puts extra cards in the bin. A Faithless Looting could very easily kill us. Oh yeah, there's a Phoenix in the bin. Okay, yeah, we're dead. I think this matchup's pretty close to impossible for us. You have to, any combo control deck tends to have a hard time against Phoenix. You have to be a more dedicated control deck. Things like blue, white, and Jeskai tend to be pretty good into the Phoenix deck. The counter spells are just so good against our build here. You revisited the Kasmina Super Friends deck? Nah, it's one of the many decks that's just not competitive, so I'm not playing it. Is there anything more peak Magic Arena than talking about your one unwinnable matchup and then queuing into it twice in a row? What's going on, dudes? I assume you mean YouTube, because I haven't had a Facebook in a long time. But either way, thanks for dropping in. Hope you're staying safe with all the snow. We got a pile here where I'm at in Central Illinois. I think I'm Gideon plus the Sprite Dragon here. What's going on, Misa?
Oketra, watch over. Now it's my turn.
Oh, God. They hit a Phoenix off the Surveil. Can they not flip it back into play? Okay, they can't flip the bird into play.
That stings.
They didn't flip us the bird. We have a shot. Oh my gosh, chat. Red land is cracked here. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm going in. Defeat is inevitable.
This is the way we spin the tires, spin the tires, spin the tires. Lose the game? No, I don't think I will. Declan. What's up? Just put it right down there in front of the... Let's show it off to the stream. Chat, we've got another board game for the pod. We've got the Stardew Valley board game. Another Kickstarter came in right before the snow. Right before the snow all chunked down. Can you set it down over there, dude? I think that box is gonna tip him over. It's so heavy. 6 cards in the bin. We plus this one here, and then we Narset no downtick. Maybe I should have kept that one.
Mind and body.
I definitely think it's a Narset no downtick angle. No, I'm not big on the Lord of the Rings IP. The kids closed the door now. Well, you missed the 2 times earlier this stream. He came in and failed to close the door, and then he gave a heavy sigh when I yelled for him to come back and close it. He remembered the 3rd time, chat. Listen, I remember being a tiny, obnoxious child, chat. When I figured out that my parents were just going to do the thing I kept messing up or not doing when I didn't do it, I started not doing things on purpose. So I'm never going to be one of those parents. They want to do something wrong or not get it right, they're going to keep doing it until they figure it out. The Jonah, thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Combo Crunch Cereal, thanks for the follow. What are we doing here? I think I'm gonna impulse with the Narset now, because we find a chance for glory. It's real good. Ooh, we could just do a search here.
Let's do this.
And this will get us Rodan. And then we'll callously dismiss this one and we'll play a tap land and we'll pass. So the follow blue cat.
Reached my limit.
Sad that they got rid of my token, because now I can't mutate Rodan. Yeah, the fact that they had Brazen Borrower rolled up was real rough for us. Yeah, I think we Kasmina loot.
Focus on what matters.
All right, we want them to tap out without killing us this turn. Which might, if they tap out, we might die here. Yes, if they bounce Gideon in response to the chance trigger, we lose the game. So, like, in a way, them getting the borrower out of hand does have value for us. I think they have one Phoenix in the bin at the moment. Yeah. Full cost Stormwing pass. Yeah, something like that. Is this lethal? Yeah, it's actually lethal, right? It's +6, and they already had 9 in play. Yeah. I'm just not going to play this matchup. I'm just going to find a different one. I'm not really having, like, we had one of our best starts possible there, and we just, like, got shoved in a trash can. So. I'm going to play this into anything else, but, you know, second Phoenix matchup in a row, third opposing blue-red deck. Well, we've played against 100% expressive iteration decks so far today, which honestly, that would, if you said, Jeff, what cards do you think you'd like to see rebalanced in Alchemy and digital formats? I think rebalancing Meat Hook Massacre and expressive iterations would probably be good for both Alchemy and Historic. I think both those cards are responsible for things that feel a little bit overbearing in both of Magic's digital only setups. Blizzard Brawl. The mono green decks have not been that popular in my experience. Hey, look, chat. It's another expressive iteration deck. Or not, maybe? I assume they were Jeskai control with the main deck Grafdigger's Cage. They could just be more mid-rangey thing here.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost.
I would really like to see a side grade of expressive iteration. I would like to see expressive iteration cost like 3 mana and have it look at a fourth card and put one in your graveyard. I think reducing the efficiency of it, but making it more powerful in a different way while reducing efficiency could be a sweet way to approach it. But again, like, my specific ideas for how you change things, like, there's tons of ways you could change these cards. Every Magic design has 100 different knobs you can twist on it. You could also make it 3 mana and leave the text the same, but make it an instant. Would be another way you could approach it. I think this is just grab search for Azcanta, play it, right? Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. They have main deck Cage here, which technically disrupts our combo, but like, we have Callous Dismissal, which is an answer to it that's just part of our combo.
I have just the trick for this.
Sorry, Jeff, the best we could do is rebalance A-Teferi. Rip.
If it's the fight you want, save yourself and give up now.
Ruinous Blast is also a main deck answer. I think I'm actually going to take the Ruinous Blast here, because there's a good chance they play a dragon next turn, right? What's going on, Misa? Remember to, even when we toggle sub-only mode on occasion, you got that Prime icon next to your name. One of the best ways you can support your favorite content creators here on Twitch is with Jeff Bezos' money. Lord knows he's got enough of it. If they play a legendary dragon, seems unlikely.
Still have much to learn.
I'm up for the challenge.
Right on schedule. No time for a break.
Hey, Beef, thanks for the brand new sub. I actually forgot to put a stop there, but my opponent conceded, and I remembered to put the stop. The Teferi untap would have let us chance for glory there as well. 5 unique planeswalkers, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the main, 5, 6 in the sideboard. Since we got to get Mr. Time Raveler back. So, a lot of their dragons are probably too big for this to hit. This is our 4th blue-red opponent in a row if you count the Jeskai person we played against before this as a blue-red player, which I would, I think. Thanks for the Prime, Trug. Birth doesn't block here, so we can pull it out. Do I want to play Pact of Negation in this matchup? They probably have counter spells post board, right? I guess they had main deck Cage. Maybe I want some extra answers to main deck Cage. This is kind of an answer to main deck Cage, or to Cage in addition to this. Let's try this to start, see how it goes. Ad-free viewing is cracked. What do you mean he doesn't need it? I saw on his tax returns he made $80,000. Is that what his actual salary is? It's only like 80K? When all's said and done? Man's going broke. Save your Prime, chat. He needs it. Won't somebody please think of the billionaires? We lead down here. I think it's Narset. I don't really know what I want to get with Search for Glory yet. Town Razor is going to be real good here. Yeah, it's a Thunder Daddy. It's not particularly exciting, but I think I'm just getting my 5th land here. This Kaheera and the lists are a body. Yeah, that's part of the reason why. It gives us something to grab to mutate onto. It's also, like, mostly free. Hey, Prime subs are a great name. On a streamer's end, a Prime is literally identical to a paid sub, so I appreciate the support all the same. Have I done standard since the bans? I played a match of standard, and in that match, I lost to unnerfed Azeka's Chariot and then unnerfed Goldspan Dragon, and I promptly remembered why Alchemy is great, and we went back to playing Alchemy.
Keep an open mind.
To the person upset with the idea of nerfs and unnerfs in a TCG, there's about 800 other Magic the Gathering channels here on Twitch that will entertain your boomer takes. We're big fans of progress here. That's also true. Magic Arena isn't a TCG. Ain't no trading here, chat.
Forget our time together.
Ow. Ow!
The side of justice will never lose.
Yeah, I need to try some Izzet Giants. I think I have a different deck. Do I have a different Alchemy deck loaded up today? I actually don't remember. I'll block this now before we go to 1. Goodbye, friends. And I think I'm actually gonna uptick this Gideon, because I'd like to get him out of range of being attacked to death by a 4/4 dragon if possible. I'm not dead yet! Rodan's probably the best draw in our deck. Mutate onto here, flashback a Narset, dig for a chance for glory. This Twitch stream was pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Oh, I don't have enough red mana to also play Chance for Glory this turn. That's sad. What can I get with a search? I can get Teferi Time Raveler. Yeah, I think it's just Narset.
The focus and discipline, with thoughtfulness before action.
Okay. At the top of their deck's a brick. We're in a good spot.
Worthy opponent.
Oh, it has vigilance. I missed 3 points. Thank you. Listen, chat. 0 is not none when you have a Gideon in play. That's all I'm saying. 0 is not none.
Meditate and prepare.
A-Teferi can bounce Rodan to give us some flashbackies. You can't mutate onto Gideon, he's a human.
That's more like it.
Okay, are we good? Have we combo killed them? We're getting close, right? So we go flashback, chance for glory, cast, search for glory. Search for glory gets us another Rodan, so we can take another turn next turn. Azcanta into play. Steam vents tapped. Don't lose the game. We have Gideon. Sarkhan. Nah, I can't. I need a dismissal. Is correct. For the full combo. I guess we start here and see what we get. Now they're dead. And again, this game was a good example of why this deck is so reasonable at actually comboing, because we just get to take so many extra turns while we're comboing, so you just get so much time to figure it out. Like, normally a deck that's like a 5-card combo like this, you'd laugh it out of the room, but just like, you just get a lot of time. And then this is the full combo, because now we get to keep taking extra turns. I mean, our deck's not very common. They probably don't realize we're infinite yet. We'll probably have to do a cycle or two. Yeah, you get a lot of time to construct your turns. it's the second or third time we've done the thing already today. This deck is hyper consistent. It's very, very reasonable. I think this deck has reasonable matchups into everything except Phoenix. This hand needs a third land to keep. This hand does not have a third land, but it has Search for Azcanta, so we'll snap it off. How reasonable is this on wild cards? It's not reasonable on wild cards at all. You have to spend mythics on Gideon and Chance for Glory, and they are mythics that basically go into 0 other decks. In fact, the price of this deck, I'm sure, is a big part of why you don't see other... Oh, Vadrok. Vadrok's another mythic that goes in literal 0 other things as well. Well, that's super unfortunate. Get into the fridge and eat their food. I can't imagine Lear does anything in this deck. Maybe they're actually playing a different deck, but this deck is not a Lear deck. Not even a little bit. Why does no one play Jund Food evermore? Because Meathook Massacre is basically a Mayhem Devil that murders the creature decks and can't be interacted with via most removal spells. Yeah, and it lets your mana be more consistent. So accurate. Again, you'll see me do this quite frequently with this deck, where I just play my first Chance for Glory if I have the Gideon early, just to basically cantrip it and get an extra land into play. Because you don't want to end up with these. One of the easiest ways is to lose with this deck is to get stranded with these in your hand, not being able to do anything. Yes, Mayhem Devil cuts you off of Luris as well, and Luris is correct. Yeah, Squirrel in a lot of ways is just better Corvold as well. If we find a untapped blue source next turn, we're actually going to have a pretty good shot. The Jund version is better in the mirror. I don't know if I believe that, because unless the Jund version is like finding a way to play Mayhem Devil and Meathook Massacre, I feel like that's probably not the case. Because Mayhem Devil is very interactable. By the way, chat, Chance for Glory, if you cast it while Gideon's a creature, makes him indestructible permanently, even though he loses the icon on Arena when he goes back over here to being a Planeswalker. So if they have like a destroy target card effect, it's not going to work on Gideon anymore. Chance for Glory gives things indestructible permanently. It's not till end of turn. Rodan, please. Oh, I can't get Rodan with this. Sedge. Oh! Oh, is that one good?
Let's do this.
For reference, we play one of these because you can find it with Search for Glory because it's a legendary sorcery. This deck's got a quite reasonable food matchup, both because you can combo kill them and because you can tutor this up and just be like, and get you. Yes, Divine Purge is also better in this matchup than Wrath of God is by a lot. Clearing the Witches' ovens out and their food and treasure tokens is excellent. Technically, all keyword counters could be a thing.
Hone your prowess.
No reason to make this a creature and attack because they can loop the cat.
And me.
So they like get to draw some cards here, but we get to clean their board out. I mean, my opponent's gonna have like 9 cards in their hand at the end of this turn, chat. We still very much are playing a game of Magic. Like they're gonna trigger this Trail of Crumbs 3 times. Yeah, we do get Azcanta back. Yes, yeah, they have Soul Guide Lantern to disrupt our combo. Slash top. They might use the Soul Guide Lantern proactively to stop the Azcanta from flipping. We'll see what they want to do there. There's 7 cards in my bin. Yeah, they have a lot of choices in their hand this turn, so I'll just hang out and see what they do. Deal. Resolves. So they're dead? Actually just dead? This is the way we take the turns, take the turns, take the turns. This is the way. I guess they're not deterministically dead. We hit them for 11 here, and then they're likely dead. We'll see what we draw. I guess we Azcanta. Chance for Glory's lethal. Just a Divine Purge. Do I want to show them Divine Purge? I might decline here to not show them the Divine Purge. Do we think I need 2 purges to win this game? Is that crazy? I'm gonna take it. They could probably assume we have it. I think it's too cute to not show it to them. Thanks for the follow, Simply Robo. Good morning. So, Portable Hole is good here. Rip Apart is good here. Birth is not very good. Card advantage from A-Teferi's probably fine. Blast is obviously the nuts. So the 42 months, J-Ray, welcome back. Appreciate the 3.5 years. Oh, they disputed while the Narset was out. LOL. I saw them concede. I just assumed they realized they were dead. Is this the trim? This might be the trim. Kasmina's a filler-ish card. This might be cutting too many of my creatures to mutate onto them. I do need things to put Rodians onto it. I'm cutting the walls. I'm not unhappy with Historic Brawl. It just isn't very popular. So I think for Historic Brawl, I'm gonna do them if people submit donation decks for it, but I'm probably not gonna be playing it of my own volition because the metrics are just much worse. Mr. Death Kills, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back. Unless like Historic and Alchemy are both bad. Like all things considered, I think Historic Brawl and Alchemy are like similar quality levels. So I think if all things are equal in terms of my enjoyment of the formats, I'm gonna stick to the more popular ones. We're not gonna play things I don't like on stream, but if there's multiple things that I like and one of them is more popular than the others, we'll play that. Wow, Sporadic, there's a lot of deck variety in Magic Arena, huh? There's like 6 different cat decks and 12 different expressive iteration decks you can play. Don't slander Arena's good name. Shillionaire Brawl deck would be a fantastic thing as well. Is the plant land typical in the food decks? Yeah, it is. Come in for the lands, huh? Operation Tempo the Squirrel is a go. I repeat, Operation Tempo the Squirrel is a go. Man, where's a Divine Purge when you need one? Gosh, looking at this deck, the one Wrath of God I had in my sideboard might just be better as a 4th Divine Purge, huh? I think we bin this without a Gideon insight.
My prowess is unmatched by my keeping open mind.
It's been good. The Phoenix matchup is bad. We've lost to Phoenix 1.5 times. I conceded the second match, so I didn't feel like playing it. We've beaten the other things. I am not doing Unite at the end of the stream today. I'm going to be ending a little bit early because the snow is supposed to be done here at some point in the next hour. So I'm just going to do a couple of magic decks, and then I'm going to go dig my driveway out so we could theoretically leave the house tomorrow. Yesterday's Unite session was incredibly funny. In the most tilting kind of way. Why would I want to leave my house? Sorry, let me rephrase. So my children can leave the house. Yeah, I have a snowblower, but it's an electric snowblower, and I wasn't able to get a second battery. So there's enough snow that I'm probably going to have to do part of the driveway and then put the battery on the charger for a couple hours so it could fill back up and then do the other part.
A mighty warrior with thoughtfulness before action.
For people that weren't here yesterday, this is a before and after picture of my backyard in the summer and my backyard yesterday. So you're not missing anything. My opponent's looping cats, so it was a good, solid, quality drop of white fluff. The snow also stole the corn. Yeah, I think a lot of people just think I'm joking when I make cornfield references. No, my backyard is literally a cornfield. Some years it's a soybean field, but it's literally a field. Our backyard's great. This is the other half of the backyard. This is the Twitch Prime playground. It's where your Prime subs go. Keep that maintained. Think of the children chat. I think I have to chump block this squirrel, right? If I don't chump block the squirrel, do I die? Maybe they loop this twice. It's +4. They sacrifice a food is +5. Yeah, I have to block this. That's sad. So I paid for part of the playground. Could I bring my kids over to use it? LOL. And for what it's worth, chat, my town is a mid-sized town. There's like 100,000 people that live where I live. Google Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. There's population metrics. So medium-sized town surrounded by cornfields is a lovely place to be. How do you fit 100,000 people into that house? Asking the real questions. If they have a way to kill Gideon here, we do lose the game.
Show me what you can do. You should quit now.
Am I afraid of doxing? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, chat. If you try hard enough, you can figure out where basically any online personality lives. It's the reality of 2022. That is one of the downsides that comes with the many upsides that this job that I have has. For the 27 months name, welcome back. Yes, especially if you own property. The hills outside my apartment are completely melted today. Kids are sledding out there. That's great. You gotta buy the house in an LLC. Yeah, it's a big brain play. Oh. This might be a little bit too much graveyard hate for us to be able to get past here. I think we could have beaten the Soul Guide Lancer in the back of the Azcanta. So you're saying there's a chance.
You'll have to get through me first.
Oh, are 3 Rodan gone? Oh, there are 3 Rodan gone. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right that with the 3rd Rodan exiled, we're actually SOL. If we can find our, what's it called though, our exile all the things card, we could maybe win a fair game. Our Urza friend. We could also just like take a bunch of turns in the fairway. Now I've only got 1 more extra turn card in my deck. Sedge.
There are so many mysteries. Meditate and prepare.
Okay. This hits artifacts too, chat. So the ovens go away for a hot second here.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we get to recast Portable Hole and Rodan now, which is kind of sweet.
Just the trick for this.
Man, how unlucky. Just can't find... Can't find another Divine Purge or an Urza's thing. They find what? Their 2nd or 3rd Soul Guide Lantern? Their 3rd Soul Guide Lantern? After also drawing Go Blank? Sad. Hey. Game the 3rd. We won the first game. Time for game the 3rd. I think I'm happy with how we boarded. Let's run it back. Hey, JMK, thanks for the almost 4 years. I really appreciate the tier 2. Welcome back. I'm not eating some Honey Nut Cheerios. As someone with 3 small children, Honey Nut Cheerios and Goldfish Crackers are the food groups that we go through most often in my house. And yes, each of those things are their own food group. Haley's not old enough to eat popcorn without it getting risk getting caught in her throat and choking her yet, so we don't do a lot of popcorn. We do there's like, we give her baby popcorn. It's like when the boys eat regular popcorn on occasion, it's like they're like buttery cheesy poofs. Only instead of cheese, they've got butter on them. So they're kind of popcorn flavored. I'm gonna be honest, chat, I personally eat a lot of the buttery cheesy poofs. I think it's a Chance for Glory cantrip on 3 angle. Okay, now I can't Chance for Glory cantrip on 3 because if they have like a Vanishing Verse, I lose the game. Need to round up to 50k. Thanks for the biddies, Paula. Enjoy your next badge. Hey, thanks for the biddies too, Mr. Photon. We are safely at home. In fact, I'm going to be ending the stream a little bit early today. We're not going to be doing any variety games after Magic. We're going to do one more deck and then I'm going to be done so I can go start digging out the driveway because the snow's almost done here.
This was overwhelming.
All right, Rite of Oblivion on the tap out there gives me the green light to go ahead and get this cantripped. So we just Chance for Glory now, play our tap land. Hopefully we draw another land next turn. And we'll get to play Gideon and make a thing. Either way, we got to draw a card, which is all we're looking to do there. Do I want to Callous Dismissal this goose? I think I do. I can't Callous Dismissal the food because they'll sack it in response, then I won't get the token. I just want to kind of tempo them and keep them behind in terms of their overall mana production here. Gideon gives us big Captain America energy. I don't think I'll lose the game. Not at all. And then ideally we draw another untapped land next turn and we get to Gideon can go to 2. And we get to Narset into Chance for Glory. Gideon being at 2 versus 3 is basically a wash, I think, here.
Retreat.
Those who cannot perceive beyond to keep an open mind.
Who wants to YOLO, chat? Who wants, I kind of want to YOLO. We could grab the land and then we get 5 looks at a Search for Glory or another Gideon next turn. That's true. The fact that we're playing against Cat Oven means that it's not even really downside if we lose. Because the alternative option is we get to stop playing against Cat Oven.
With thoughtfulness before action.
It'll do, pig. It'll do.
Virtue will always triumph.
It's gonna be the other deck today. I might update Historic or Alchemy Giants. Never lucky, have to keep playing. It is the Stone Cold. Oh, I could have plussed on the Hive, chat. I forgot the Hive was there. It's in chat. It's sitting up there, blending in with the creature lands. This is actually just a bait if they want to spend their whole turn activating Hive to kill my Narset or not kill my Gideon. It's a win for me. I'm lulling them into the false sense of security. It's for the follow, Bishop. I have 17 minutes and 39 seconds on my clock. My opponent has 8 minutes and 45 seconds on their clock. Please, Wizards of the Coast, for the love of God, do something about the Cat Oven decks. Please, 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 please. We're dying out here. Oh, God. I have nothing left, chat. They have taken all of my things away. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. I think sacking to the oven should remain instant speed. I think sacking to the oven should remain instant speed. I think returning the cat should be sorcery speed. Oh, that's a good line. Yeah, I should bounce the Narset with the third blue drawn. I got punished for this, yeah. Yeah, making it sorcery speed means that Graveyard Hate could have a chance to actually exile the cat. It would make things like Scavenging Ooze, it would make things like Soul Guide Lantern actually be points of interaction with the deck. So it would allow the deck to still do its kind of powerful thing in the creature matchup, so it could like block profitably like it does. But it would make it so you don't get to have no counterplay like we have now. Basically, you have to be playing something that like nukes the graveyard, right? You have to be playing a Cage, a Rest in Peace, a Leyline. The interactive axis is a lot more narrow. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just really not having fun at the moment. It's just kind of dry sitting here waiting for my opponent to take game actions. Let's play some Alchemy. Our Vadrok deck got to pop off a few times. It's fun. Playing against a lot of the decks in Historic, however, is not fun.